everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Terry and I am a recent graduate who has taken this quarantine period to get very into self-care. Most of these things I've done before quarantine, but especially now I've implemented way more of them into a daily routine. I do them more often because I have more time, but also because I found that a routine has really benefited me, especially during all these days that kind of melt together. So if you want to know what my current self-care habits are and maybe get a few ideas on how to boost your mood, let's get started. I should mention the weather is kind of crummy out. It keeps raining on and off and there's some thunder here and there. I thought I'd film anyways and maybe it would give this video a little bit of a nice, cozy mood. But anyways, let's start with my first general theme, and that is sleep. Getting a good night's rest is my ultimate self-care tip. I might be a little bit obsessed with getting 8 hours of sleep every night, but I swear it really makes a difference, at least for me. I should mention all of these things are things that benefit me. I mean, they might not work for everyone, but you could get some ideas. I struggle with trying to fall asleep, so there's a lot of things that I do to try and help wind down at the end of the day and get me relaxed so that I can sleep and have a good night's rest. Since I've recently moved back in with my parents, they have blessed me with an amazing bathtub. It even has a jacuzzi feature. I am very lucky. I have definitely missed out over the past 5 years of student living with no bathtub. So my first self-care tip is taking more baths. A lot of the products that I use for the bath are kind of drying to the skin. So I like to have a bath once a week when my muscles are sore or I felt like I've had a more stressful week, even though I'm not undergoing a lot of stress right now, other than the fact that we're in a pandemic. A few things I like to add to my bath. One of them is Epsom salts, just plain Epsom salts. They're really good for your muscles and relaxation. But when I want to do a little something extra, I add the Teal's bubble bath. I really like the lavender scent and the coconut scents the best. I alternate between those depending on how I'm feeling. The lavender one is really good for relaxation, and the coconut one, it claims that it softens the skin. I just like the bubbles and the smell. But if you don't have a bath, it kind of leads me into my next self-care tip, and that's implementing essential oils into your daily life. When I want to feel extra relaxed and I'm just taking a regular shower, I like to drop a few eucalyptus oil drops in the sides of my shower and then blast the hot water for just a few seconds before putting it back to normal. The steam and the smell kind of fill the bathroom and you get this beautiful aromatic spa-like experience, and it's so relaxing, and I just go about my regular shower business and it just adds a little something extra to the experience. Another few essential oils that I really enjoy. I love peppermint oil for headaches. I use the sage roller ball. I've heard recently people have been putting peppermint oil drops in their mask. It helps keep the mask a little bit cooler and also gives it a nice smell. I haven't tried that yet, but maybe I'll do it the next time I have to leave the house. And like I mentioned before, lavender is a really good one to calm you down. I like to put a few drops on my throw blanket. This is because the smell is pretty strong and I don't like strong smells. That way I can cozy up with it and then have the smell for a little bit. And when I know it's just getting too much for me, I can put there's a plant. I can put the throw blanket at the end of my bed by my feet, and then it's not in my face as much anymore. This kind of leads me into my third tip, and that is reading before bed. I like to wrap my throw blanket around me with the lavender while I'm reading, which is really nice, and then I can put it away. But I especially really like to read fiction before I go to bed. I suffer from overthinking and stressing while I'm trying to fall asleep, and escaping into an alternate world of fiction really helps me get out of the stresses of the real world, sort of. This is especially true when COVID started to become a thing. I was constantly losing hours of sleep because of the stress of the whole thing. So when quarantine started, I thought, what a perfect idea. I've never read the Harry Potter books, and I have 4 of them. So me and my boyfriend lives in the US, we started reading the books together every single night. So it was a way to stay connected and also a way to learn about the things that the movies exclude, because I loved the Harry Potter movies and the story. I don't really like the author though, especially after her recent tweets an essay that she came out with. I don't want to go into it because this video will be hours long because I have many thoughts. I will say I really liked Daniel Radcliffe's response to the situation. I think the wizarding world can transcend the author, and you can still think critically about the story and still enjoy the message and what it means to you. But for those who have chosen to distance themselves from the whole fandom, I completely understand why. So yeah, we've read the 4 books, and now that I don't have The Order of the Phoenix, we just started it, I found a free way to keep reading the books instead of supporting J.K. Rowling financially. Another way to distract your mind is to get into sleep podcasts. I am obsessed with Sleep Cove. At least that's the one that I've gotten into. I have Spotify, so I can enjoy Sleep Cove every single night, and now I'm kind of at a point where I can't sleep without it. Sometimes I don't even listen to it. It's just there, and it just brings me such calming vibes. There are a bunch of other ones though that you can find through whatever subscription service that you are subscribing to. If you have any ones that you love, leave them down below. I would love to hear. The next one doesn't just apply to the nighttime. It is an all-day kind of thing. I love tea. In the morning, midday, at night, I thrive on tea. During the morning, I like to have a caffeinated tea if I'm feeling a little tired, but especially at night, I cannot go without having a relaxing herbal tea. The 2 ones that I especially love are the Celestial Sleepy Time tea, and I also enjoy just a good old chamomile tea if I'm out of my sleepy time. It's just so cozy and calming. I like to drink my tea while I read my book, wrapped up in my lavender scented throw blanket. I'm just at ease and I feel relaxed and ready for sleep. I feel like that's kind of a good segue for some general ones. There are things I do during the day that still keep me at ease and relaxed, but not necessarily get me ready for bed. So I'm gonna get into those. I mean, some of them I implement in my routine at night, but some of them are just random. Okay, let's get into it. One thing I swear by is making my surroundings kind of look the way I feel, if that makes sense. I keep moving the plant. Maybe I'll move it. Oh, the sun is coming out now, it's brighter. I'm sorry, whatever. I mean, it's nice now, but it's gonna look different. Surroundings, where were we? I'm a very orderly person. I love to make my bed in the morning. It makes me feel more ready to conquer the day. I like to tidy my desk if I'm working at my desk a lot, and especially at nighttime. See, another nighttime one. I really like to turn on my twinkly lights, my salt lamp, put my diffuser on, or even light a candle if I don't use my diffuser. And it just kind of sets the cozy mood, makes me feel at ease and nice. I think I'm gonna close the blinds because you can see the lines, and I hated that the last video. My next one, vitamins. I feel like I sucked at taking them while I was in school, but now I've gotten really good at making a point to put them all in the same spot and divide them between morning and nighttime. I go to that spot every morning and every night to take vitamins that I want to take. The ones that I really see a difference in how I feel, vitamin B is a stress reducing vitamin and gives me a bit of energy. Not by much, it's not like a crazy difference, but I do feel a difference. And the other one is magnesium. That one's a good one for a calming effect at night. And I take vitamin D because I'm not getting enough vitamin D because I'm inside all the time. And then there's a bunch of other ones. That leads me into skincare because vitamins are skincare. Well, some of them at least. But skincare in a topical sense. I did film a skincare video, a haul with a bunch of new products that I've been implementing into my routine. So if you want to check that out, that'll be over here, I think. That'll be over here? I think it's over here. We'll see. So yeah, I've gotten really into skincare recently. Another thing that I have been doing a little bit more of are masks periodically. I have a few Tony something that I haven't used, and my new Laneige mask that I talk about in the haul video. I like the sheet mask because it's a nice experience. You put it on, I can't really do much in it because it'll fall down my face. So close your eyes, kind of reflect. It's just a nice way to relax. Okay, my second last one that I haven't been doing as much recently, but I really need to start getting back into it, is exercising. I spent a lot of the beginning of my quarantine not exercising because of some health reasons that made me not want to work out, but I did start getting back into it, and then I went on another hiatus for no reason. I definitely see a great difference in my mood, but if anything, just going for a walk. I like to jump rope in my backyard just to get up and get moving a little bit. My last quarantine tip, this one is one that has really done wonders for me, is limiting my screen time. I've spent the past few months without a lot of concrete timelines and deadlines to meet, which has given me a lot of time to aimlessly scroll through my phone, and I just get distracted on it more so than I've ever done before. I feel like I have an okay amount of self-control in that, like, when I have a goal and when I have priorities, I will get them done. Recently, I spend way more time on my phone than I ever have. So I turn on my downtime, which has helped with my productivity and spending more time doing other things that I enjoy instead of mindlessly scrolling. Unfortunately, Apple doesn't have the setting where you can do 2 different times of the day. What I've done is I've just turned on my downtime when I know that I am spending too much time on my phone. When I'm just scrolling and I'm not consuming anything productive, I will go in, I'll switch it on, and then I'll go about my day. And then if I want a break and I want to go on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, I will give myself 15 more minutes, and then when it's done, it'll shut off, and I know, okay, I've had my time, I can move on. Especially at nighttime, I will get distracted, and then it'll get late, and then I will lose sleep, and I don't like that. We've kind of come full circle. That's a really big one that has really impacted my productivity, which inevitably impacts my mood. Yeah, I think that's it. Those are my current self-care habits and tips for you. I hope you got a few new fresh ideas that maybe you've never thought about. If you did, please give it a like. If there's any things I didn't mention that you love to do, I mean, I'm sure there's many that I do that I didn't put on this list, please leave them down below. I would love to hear how you wind down for sleep and how you get relaxed, and, you know, some general mood boosters that you really enjoy during quarantine or not. And yeah, thanks for watching.